A Sunday afternoon with the NBA here on 2K Sports. Welcome, everyone. I'm Kevin Harlan. We've got Steve Smith and Greg Anthony alongside, and our sideline reporter tonight, David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, Grizzlies center Steven Adams is playing for a team he once battled. Adams said, "I won that 2014 series. Zach Randolph punched me in the face, and he couldn't play Game 7. So I claimed that victory." And Kevin, Adams took that punch and didn't react, but his jaw was so sore he couldn't eat much else. He said, "I was mad because I love food." Well, so do I. Back to you.
Yeah, me too. Thanks, David. Look at the opening lineup for the Memphis Grizzlies. The wingmen are Bane and Brooks. Jaren Jackson is out there with Brandon Clark. And it's Morant in at the point. And for the Celtics, up at the forward spots, it's Tatum and Horford. Then there's Derek White. Then it's Williams. And it's Hauser in at the 2. Well, Greg, with this Memphis Grizzlies team, you like how young and how hungry they are. It's very appealing.
And these players have bought into the system. This is a selfless group that knows each other's strengths, and it's why they've seen so much success here of late.
Here's Morant. Knocks down the step-back J.
Defensively, you want to stop Morant's penetration. He knows that, and he settles for the mid-range pop.
Tatum finds Horford. Sweet little floater.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
Morant against White. And stolen by Horford. White against Morant. White, good.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
Brooks outside. Passes it to Jackson. Outside, Bane. Pass to Clark. Over Williams. No good from Clark.
Meeting right at the rim. He typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
Hauser the pass to White. Now Tatum. Just 5 to shoot. With the shot. It's rebounded by Memphis. And here is Bane. Turned in an outstanding game against Minnesota.
And still capable of being your defensive anchor. Horford is excellent at positioning himself to block shots.
And the replay demonstrating once again how aggressive that defense was.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
Morant against White. On target from 13 feet.
This is why I love his game. You really have to admire his tenacity.
Outside, White. Williams up on top. He's covered by Clark. The pass to Horford. And the rejection by Jackson. Morant kicks to Bane. Some nice passing there by Memphis. White against Morant. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Horford.
And part of the Grizzlies' breakout 21-22 campaign, the emergence of Jaren Jackson Jr.
Triple J, GA, missed most of the 2021 season with a knee injury he sustained in the bubble. When he was back at 100% for the Grizz, he provided serious rim protection, plus the ability to hit a three.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1. With just about a half season behind us, the rankings are clearer than ever, Greg. You feel confident starting to make some playoff predictions?
Oh, Kevin, it's way too early for that. Injuries, other roster shakeups. There's just still so much that could happen and totally reshape those rankings.
Both free throws good from Jackson.
And the defense of Jaren Jackson Jr., it has become elite. Triple J finishing top 5 in 2022 in the Defensive Player of the Year vote.
And the basket by Tatum.
Beautiful find by Derek White. When you start your career with Coach Popovich, you either make the next pass or you don't get minutes.
Now, here's Clark. 8 points his last outing. To the inside. Bain. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Greg, why do you think Jaren Jackson Jr. made that leap defensively in his game?
Kevin, help. Jackson was finally back to 100% in 2022. The ability to kind of fully use his physical tools. And Jaren's still learning from playing night in and night out. Now living up to that massive potential.
Memphis leading. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Here's Brooks. Rebound by Williams.
And that's okay. Even though you miss, you had the right guy taking the shot.
Now Tatum. He had 27 points last game. Now here's Horford. To the paint. Here's White. 4 on the shot clock. And he gets it to go.
Using every bit of his toughness, White's able to convert through contact.
Bain passes to Brooks. Morant outside. He feeds it to Jackson. Brooks with no one around. Cans it from downtown.
You can run these plays for Brooks. He's improving in the catch-and-shoot area.
Here's Hauser. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. The feed now to Horford. No good on the shot. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
The will is there, but the execution is lacking. He can't seem to finish plays this quarter.
White with it. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Pass to Horford. Over Jackson. That one, no good. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Outside, Bain. Clark sets a screen for Morant. And a miss there on the triple.
This is the shot they wanted to get. Right guy, right spot, wrong result.
Here's Horford, and easy 2 points on the layup.
And folks, this is Horford in his zone. Wasn't going to let that opportunity slip away.
And here's Morant. A difference maker he's been for him. He's averaging more than 34 points a game. Hard to believe. It's White on the wing. Guarded by Morant. Tatum kicks to Horford. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Horford. So a moment now to see the story for Al Horford. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
Yeah, I think they prepared to face more defensive pressure, and that one didn't happen, and boy, they just rolled.
They came in focused and ready to play, and despite facing little resistance, they never pulled back.
Clock is at 3. Lets it fly from 18. The Grizzlies with another miss.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
You know, if you get the ball to the right guy in the right spot, more often than not, you're coming away with points.
Now here is Horford. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game.
Once he gets the ball there, you expect him to capitalize. That was a missed opportunity.
Now here's Brooks, following the miss by Al Horford. Over Tatum. And again, Memphis no good.
And for his offense, This has just been a brutal period.
And the rejection by Clark.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
Dylan Brooks seems like a very spirited player, but he plays with a lot of emotion.
I've heard coaches say he's the team's biggest cheerleader, whether that's game time or practice. Kevin, he loves to motivate his squad to be at their best.
First free throw is good.
What makes Dylan Brooks especially valuable to a team, he's a competitor who you can count on to produce in the clutch.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Tillman, he's checked in for Clark. Conjar comes in for Bain. And Tyus Jones subbed in for John Morant. And both free throws good for Brooks.
Well, after their offense stalled in the finals, the Celtics getting some veteran help. Gallinari and Brogdon both bring shooting, and Brogdon's another playmaker on the floor.
So the Celtics call timeout. They're first. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. You look at Boston. They've continued to play strong basketball, if not utterly dominant, as the last part of the season grinds toward the playoffs. And it looks like, guys, they'll hold on to that #1 spot the whole way there.
And, you know, for Boston, they're not an opponent any team wants to see on their schedule. They've been producing all season long. And, guys, I don't see them slowing down anytime soon.
We figured that by this point in the season, they would have separated themselves from the pack. They've done that and more.
Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Completing the play, Brogdon is a bigger guard, and he can add another point at the line.
Malcolm Brogdon at the line with one shot.
And the free throw is good, now leading by 1. Smitty with Memphis. What do they need right now to make a championship run this season?
Kevin, I think the pieces are all in place. It's a matter of luck on the injury front and staying focused when the pressure's on in the biggest postseason games.
Now, here's Brogdon. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Fires the three, and the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Jackson's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Now here's Jones. He's tightly guarded. Fades away. And Tatum pulls it down. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. They traveled to Memphis last time they faced the Grizzlies and came away with a win.
Not a close contest either the last time they got together. Everyone in the rotation played solid, and the bench was the difference.
Great scoring output from that second unit. Such a luxury to have that extra ammunition.
So it's the Grizzlies now after Malcolm Brogdon's three-pointer that didn't go. Here's Pritchard. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Pass to Cornette. Tatum looking around. Boston, no good that time either. For the Celtics, they come into this one following a loss to Charlotte.
And that was a game to forget. You'd like to find some teachable moments, but I think they'd like to just turn the page and move forward.
Nothing wrong with that. Sometimes we overanalyze things. Can be better to just let it go.
Conchar can't get it to go. Boston's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Pass to Pritchard. Brogdon outside. Celtics passing it around. Here's Pritchard, defended by Jones. Jackson setting the pick here for Jones. Outside Jackson. Now the pass to Jones. They could use a bucket. And Jackson with the basket on the assist by Jones. Jackson's got 5 now.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Both teams putting forth their best efforts right now. This is the kind of game fans pay to see.
Now here's Brogdon. Pass to Pritchard. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. Jackson's got 8 rebounds in this game. Jones, the pass to Jackson. And the basket by Jones. And now a 4-point Grizzly lead.
I like that find by Jackson. Young bigs who can see the whole floor. You don't come across them that often.
And here's Brogdon from the arc. And the 3 ball is good. He's got 6.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Outside, Jones. Jackson setting the pick here for Jones. Rebound by the Celtics. 1:09 left to play in the first quarter. Outside, Tatum. And Brogdon, here we go.
You can't make many mistakes when guarding Brogdon, or he'll unleash his size and strength in full throttle.
Outside, Jones. This is it to Conchar. From outside, off the mark. Boston's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. Brogdon scanning the floor. Now, Tatum. He seems to always be finding ways to score, averaging around 23.5 points a game. And the shot is good.
What tenacity from Tatum, brushing off the contact and finding a way to his shot.
Here's Jones. Jason Tatum picking up that last basket. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Outside, Jones. Down low. Here's Jackson. That one's off. Still out of sync.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
And so it's Malcolm Brogdon making highlights for Boston. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll return shortly. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Boston.
Right out of the gates, they've been in attack mode. And I think that's by design because it has been relentless.
And also, guys, they're playing for one another right now. All those extra passes are leading to easy buckets.
Celtics leading by 3. The post tandem, it's Horford and Williams. Then there's Derek White, and it's Davison in at the point guard. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. Now here's White. He's coming off a 10-point game against Charlotte. Pass to Davison. Here's Hauser from the arc, and blocked by Payne. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Brooks feeling it out a bit. On the wing, Bane. Shot clock at 6. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. The Celtics with the lead. During Desmond Bane's first season, Greg, he shot over 43% from three-point territory.
And that was top 10 all time for a rookie. And Bane's three-point numbers went up in his second season. From the start of his career, Desmond's been a premier shooter.
They get it back. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Boston shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
The line for 2.
And he knocks down the first one. You know, Greg, we know to win at the highest level, you need your star players to show up in the big games. With that in mind, what's the key?
You know, it's their will and their ability to fight. If you look at the great ones, even when things haven't gone their way, they continue to scratch and claw and do everything in their power to try and get the W.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And Greg, up and down this Celtics roster, so many of their key players were drafted by the Boston Celtics.
And Tatum and Brown at the core, but also credit to their front office. Rare to find a powerhouse built from homegrown talent.
This guy is exciting to watch. Morant gets up and dunks it.
White against Bane. White the pass to Williams. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
We saw glimpses of Ja Morant's potential in his first 2 seasons in the league. But year 3, both Ja and Memphis took it to another level.
Another level indeed. For Ja Morant, his 3rd season, Smitty, in the NBA, and now he has joined the conversation for MVP.
Kevin, that scoring average well over 25 points per game. Morant is the leader of Memphis. The Grizz finishing in the top 3 of the West. Incredible for a 22-year-old.
The first one falls.
And one thing that stands out about this Celtics unit is their defensive abilities. They've got a lot of skill on that end of the floor.
He's perfect from the line this time. You're right. Defense, it's been terrific for him. This Boston team, GA, certainly has a talent for holding back their opponent's shots and really defending well.
And, Kevin, they put a lot of energy into pressuring shooters, making sure guys can't find easy looks. They don't want to give away anything for free.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. Horford with the screen on Morant. Here's Davison. Left side, Horford. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. Morant dishes to Brooks. From deep. The rebound by the Celtics. Williams has got 4 rebounds now tonight. And the pass to Davison. to White. To the middle. And there's Horford. That's good on the assist by White. Horford's got the lead up to 3 now for the Celtics.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Here's Morant. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Stronger than his frame might suggest. That's a big-time and one by Ja.
Well, Smitty, after his sensational rookie season, I think people knew that Ja Morant had an unlimited ceiling.
Kevin, now we know it's not just high, it's through the roof. Ja was Rookie of the Year, and he keeps up in his game. We could, Kevin, be looking at an all-time great.
Morant, no good on the free throw.
In terms of entertainment factor, can any current player top Ja Morant? I mean, we've seen Ja with some vicious in-game throwdown.
Now here's Williams. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Pass to White. From deep three-point range, that one doesn't drop. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Hey, Craig, talking about the great Ja Morant, this guy is just flat out fun to watch.
Well, Ja's been known to go off for 50 on any given night, but he also looks for others, dropping some nasty dimes. Morant has an insane combination of athleticism and skill. This guy can do anything.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks very much. Now, Malcolm Brogdon said in pre-draft interviews, teams would ask him, you went to college for 4 years and got your master's in your 5th year. Are you sure you want to be an NBA player? It seems as if you're black, you can't be both educated and a sportsman. But it's not disheartening. It's a chance for me to break the mold. Kevin?
Thanks, D.A. Here's White. Following the basket by Ja Morant. Inside. Here's Hauser. That shot off. And Memphis the other way now. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Clark inside. He's guarded by Williams.
A main staple in Williams' game, that sixth sense for when to rise up and deter those shots.
Hauser the pass to Horford. Now here's Williams. Now here's White. Passes it to Davison. Three-pointer. But Grizzlies pull it in. Floats one. And it's Morant missing. And it's Williams with the ball for Boston. They trail by 1. Hauser the pass to Horford. Kicks it to Williams. Pass to Davison. Boston needs to get off a shot. From deep. Tries to save it, and it's White missing. Grizzlies have gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. They set the pick. Morant passes to Bain. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Bain's got 7.
And doing much better now. In that first quarter, converting less than 30% of their field goal opportunities. Bouncing back nicely here in the second.
Now here's White. Horford sets a screen for White. Kept alive. Williams. Yep, that one goes in there. 6 points for him.
Yeah, hard trying to keep Williams off the boards. He makes it a mission to keep possessions alive.
Here's Morant. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Second team foul. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Memphis.
So far for me, they found a lot of good shots in the mid-range. They've been fearless attacking with the jump shot.
And they've also been feeling it from beyond the arc. Good start for them so far.
That one is off.
How can you not love a player like Ja Morant? Came into the NBA ready to prove himself and just keeps getting better.
Williams, he's checked in for Memphis. Luke Kennard comes in for Brooks. So he comes up empty at the line.
He's in attack mode, drawing contact now, getting to the line, something he didn't do at all in the first quarter.
Outside Griffin. Back to White. 6 on the shot clock. Williams, a screen on Bain. The kick out to Tatum. There's Williams, and it's Williams throwing it down.
An unreal athlete. Williams gets off the floor with such ease to power it down.
Clark, a screen on White. Kennard up top. White covering. Clark sets a screen for Kennard. 13 feet away. And another miss by Memphis. Boston shooting just 29% in the second quarter. The offense is suffering. Here's Davison. The 3 from Tatum. Good on the triple. And it's a 3-point Celtic lead.
Nice work by Tatum. A better three-point shooter than many scouts thought he might be.
Outside, Bain. Clark, a screen on Tatum. Lobbed up there for Clark. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession. Now let's go to the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been training everything they put up this month. Number 1, the Celtics.
This is a team that is simply not missing anything right now, and they are just getting more and more confident in themselves every game.
Celtics leading by 3. Here's Davison. There's the pass to Tatum. Griffin, a screen on Bain. Tatum passes to Griffin. Right wing, but Trey. And they recover it. Second shot opportunity. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It goes on Brandon Clark.
He doesn't let you off the hook, Blake Griffin. He likes to draw contact and usually gets to the free throw line.
The Celtics shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. That free throw, no good.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
And the Grizzlies with some changes. Tillman, he's checked in for Clark. Jackson comes in for Bain. And Jones subbed in for Ja Morant. He hits the second from the line.
You know, it's interesting. Blake has increased his shooting range, but that hasn't really carried over to the free throw line.
Jones looking for an opening. Jackson setting the pick here for Jones. Will it go? Count it, and the Celtic lead has been cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Jackson.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Pritchard passes to Tatum. Busted. No good that time either.
It's amazing. All night he's been out of sync on the offensive end, yet they continue to lead.
Pass to Williams. Jackson from long range. He doesn't hit that one. Now Boston takes it the other way. Brogdon outside. Hits the three-point bomb. Brogdon's got the lead up to 5 now for the Celtics.
Yeah, what a play right there. Got his man tumbling to the floor and then the balance to knock it down.
Are you kidding me? Beautiful move. Had him on skates.
Boston shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. Back to Tatum. Driving inside. Over Williams. Tatum no good. The Grizzlies trail by 5. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
The shot's good from Kennard.
With good size for a two-guard, Luke Kennard can finish in the paint.
And so it's Boston with it, following the score by Memphis. Muscala finds Tatum. Nice ball movement by Boston. Griffin against Jackson. Griffin passes to Brogdon. Outside Griffin. Brogdon with it. There's the three. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And a quick look now at how the Memphis Grizzlies' schedule is shaping up. On Wednesday, they'll go up against Russell Westbrook and the Utah Jazz. Then on Thursday, they'll be facing Joel Embiid and the Philadelphia 76ers.
And you know, for that matchup with Denver, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
Jackson, and the Celtic lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Jackson.
Don't underestimate Jackson's ability to stretch the floor. He understands what spacing can do for a team.
Here's Brogdon, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. For Malcolm Brogdon, he comes from a family, Greg, where education comes first.
And well, Malcolm earning his degree plus a master's while in college. His dad and brother, lawyers. His mom involved in higher education. Brogdon may be the smartest guy in the NBA.
The first free throw is good.
And Brogdon traded over the summer to the Celtics. I'm interested to see how he'll fit with the rest of the Celtics guards. They certainly have a deep rotation now and a lot of flexibility.
Konchar's checked in for Kennard. Brogdon hits them both.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
Konchar, the pass to Williams. Here's Tillman. Outside, Jones. Passes to Konchar. Launches a three. And Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got his 5th rebound in this one.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising. It's such a tight game.
Williams scanning the floor. And that one is good. The Celtics with the lead. Brogdon outside. 40 seconds left here in the second. Muscala. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in.
A primary responsibility of Brogdon's. When someone is open on his squad, he gets it to him.
Outside, Jones. Jackson setting the pick here for Jones. And it's Griffin with the rebound. And so Griffin will bring it up for the Celtics. 4-point game. Tatum with it. 8 points for him. Pass to Pritchard. No good from outside. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Celtics lead by 4. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the 3rd quarter underway.
Hello, folks. Is this the halftime show? Yes, it is. And kicking it off, let's quickly look at the Western Conference standings.
You know, for the Grizzlies, they've absolutely risen to the occasion this season. People are talking up their game early, and so far, they've delivered. Now it's time to finish strong, show no weakness.
And as we review this first half for the Celtics, still anybody's game.
This game is close right now. They have a big advantage with the bench. I mean, if their reserves can keep this up, and this kind of level of scoring, Shaq, it's going to be hard to beat them.
And if you're the starters, you get paid like starters. Don't let the bench guys outshine you.
No, it's a team effort. Everybody's one unit. Don't look at it starters, bench. It's us against them.
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, guys, Malcolm Brogdon has been exceptional here tonight.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last two quarters.
So the Grizzlies 5 right now. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. And it's Clark in at the center, locking down the middle. Now here's Morant from outside the arc. Rebounded by Hauser. He kicks it to Horford. And there's the pass to Williams. Outside, White. Pass to Tatum. Jacks up a three. A new 14 for Boston. White up top. Guarded by Bane. Drops in the tray. Hauser's got the first basket of the third quarter for Boston.
Not just a knockdown shooter, he does a great job of finding space for his shot.
Clark a screen on White. Morant kicks to Jackson. Good, and the nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 3 assists in the game. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Outside, White, beyond the arc. There's Williams. Horford trying to free himself up. Williams gets the bucket. Williams has got 10.
You know, when Williams gets positioned inside, he just looks to dominate physically, and then he shows you the skill set on top of it.
Now, here's... Oh, that was something else!
As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam King. Tatum passes to Williams. Back to Tatum. Outside, Horford. Passes it to White. And here is Horford. Guarded by Jackson. The three from Tatum. And he's good on the three ball. Tatum's got the lead up to 7 now for the Celtics.
The quick thinking of Tatum. You have to be impressed with how he readies himself to shoot before he gets the ball.
And another basket for Memphis.
3 out of 4 coming out of the half, showing good execution on the offensive end.
Hauser the pass to Horford. And here is Williams. Nice ball movement by Boston. Outside Tatum. A three. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Whatever they did right in the first half defensively, we're not seeing it now.
Feeds to Morant. And he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Pass to Tatum. Outside, Horford. Tatum on the wing. Takes the three. Out to White. Shoots the three. Good. Great play by Williams to set it up. He's got 7.
And they have built their advantage on the scoreboard here by doing all the little things.
White against Morant. Clark sets a screen for Morant. There's the drive.
With the ability to beat his defender in a number of ways, Morant is truly a dynamic scorer.
Outside, White. Tatum against Brooks. Tatum dishes to Horford. Outside, White. Over Morant. And it's White missing. The Grizzlies trail by 7. Bane kicks to Clark. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's on Robert Williams.
Tough task trying to corral Clark there, especially when he's looking to score.
Hey guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Boston?
They've been lights out from three-point land in this one. The defense hasn't been effective at stopping them, so they have just stuck with the game plan.
And during this game, they sliced the D apart by just attacking the rim, flat out dominating them inside.
Both teams will make substitutions. He's off on the second. Boston leading by 7. Davison, the pass to Cornette, and it's in there.
I love it. Beautiful job getting to the rim, making a play.
And so it's Bane with it. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. Out to Morant. That one finds the mark. It's the 10th time he's done that tonight on 14 shots. Boston's got more than a 50% success rate on their three-pointers since halftime. They're 4 of 7. Cornette passes to Hauser. White looking around from downtown, and again Boston with the triple.
And they have been relentless from deep, and you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
There's Morant following the three-pointer by Boston, and it goes down 2 points.
They're still behind, but not because of his efforts. He's been unbelievable this quarter.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
And Memphis making a change here. Right now, let's check out the teams with the best free throw percentage. Number 1, the Celtics.
You can't be careless when you play them. I mean, no wasted opportunities at the line. It's a team effort, and they're getting it done.
On defense, Memphis trailing here by 8. Cornette passes to Hauser. Outside, Horford. 5 on the clock. To the inside. White. And White with the stuff.
A threat at the rim, no doubt about it. That's good elevation from Derek White.
And many thought Horford's days were over after his OKC stint, but showed he can still be a difference maker in Boston. And boy, was he a huge part of their finals run.
And the shot goes down.
And I tell you what, they're doing their best to cut down the lead with some smart offense here in the second half. Shot selection much improved since the break.
Here's Davison. And it's White missing. Horford may not be as consistent as he once was, but Greg, he shows up when you need him the most.
You know, he had several big games for the Celtics in the postseason. Great shooter who can really space the court for you. Still also a top-level defender at the rim, and he helped define their interior defense.
And it's Morant missing. Celtics leading by 8. Kicks to White. Here he goes. Here's Hauser. A three-pointer, no good. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. To the middle, shoots from the right block. Boston grabs the miss.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Here's Davison. Guarded by Morant. And Cornette gets it to go. Cornette's got the lead up to 10 now for Boston.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Crafty move. Morant fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
He's had troubles at the line so far in this one, going 0 for 3. So it's both teams making substitutions here. That's good from Morant. Celtics leading by 7. Hauser the pass to Williams. Celtics passing it around. Here's Pritchard. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Brogdon inside the line. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
Yeah, showing the ability to get crafty on offense. Brogdon's list of moves continues to grow.
There's a screen. Here's Morant. Unable to get that one. Now the Celtics take it the other way. Here's Pritchard. The pass to Muscala. Over to the wing. To the paint. Here's Williams. No good with the fallback jumper. The Grizzlies trail by 9. Morant outside. And he banks in the layup.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
And so it's Brogdon with it. He brings it up for the Celtics. Here's the 3. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
Adding to this lead, he's been dependable and consistent at the offensive end.
Here's Tillman. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet.
Now that's what I call a momentum changer.
Yeah, when you've got a point guard with that kind of spring, no lead is safe.
You're totally right. That can be a shot in the arm for them. A spark that turned things around.
Here's Brogdon. Grizzlies making the shot. Tries from 10. Williams for 3. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Boston. White comes in for Pritchard. Williams, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Tyus Jones comes in for John Morant. The Grizzlies trail by 8.
2 minutes.
There's 1:54 left in the third quarter. The dish to Jones. Rebound, Boston. Outside, White. .127 left in the third. Dishes it to Muscala. Williams for three. The shot, no good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
He's guarded by Williams. And again, Memphis no good. Boston leading by 8. Hauser the pass to White. Down low. And he goes in for the dunk.
What you like about White, he plays with his head up, willing to share the wealth with his teammates.
He's guarded by Williams. Back to Jones. To the inside. It's stolen. 32 seconds left here in the third quarter. Lets the three fly. And it's White missing. The Grizzlies trail by 10. Back to Jones. We've got 13 seconds left to play in the third. Clock at 6. Kennard on the wing. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Jones has got 3 assists in the game. And so it's the Boston Celtics heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
You see why they trust him with the ball in his hands. He can make the simple play, and he can pull off the spectacular.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Up at the forward spots, it's Tatum and Horford. Then it's Williams. Then it's White. And it's Hauser in at the 2. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Brooks with him. Williams picks him up. And the shot goes in.
A player who's aware of everything around him. Brooks sees the man break open and hits him.
Boston leading by 5. And here's White. Williams has a screen for White. Off target with his 3.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Gonchar, the pass to Clark. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on White.
Shooting for Memphis, Brandon Clark at the line for 2.
And the first one drops. Morant, he's checked in for Memphis. And so Clark nails both of them. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Morant against White. Outside Williams. Back to White. That's to Hauser. This one for three. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Morant's got his fourth rebound in this one. Payne, no good. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. It's White on the wing. Guarded by Morant. White the pass to Tatum. 6 to shoot. There's Williams. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
He looked just a little out of rhythm. He's still trying to establish consistency from there.
Out to Morant. In the corner, it's Payne. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Payne's got the game tied up here for Memphis.
A stellar shooter from downtown. All Payne needs is a little space, and he's ready to fire.
White the pass to Tatum. Jackson against Horford. Back to Tatum. They need this one. Drills the three-pointer.
And you can just see his confidence is rising. Bucket after bucket from Morant.
Morant against White. Shoots from 14. And Clark slams it in.
And all of his athleticism on display there. Clark's work ethic makes him lethal on that offensive backboard.
Now here's White. Outside Tatum. Over Brooks. Williams trying to break free. Tatum no good. Grizzlies have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Clark outside. Williams against Morant. To take the lead. Rebounded by Hauser. Hauser's got his 5th rebound in this one. He dishes it to White. In the corner, Tatum with it. Tatum with another miss.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Morant looking around. Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. And it's Brooks in the corner. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. The Celtics have gone just 1 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now. Back to Tatum. Williams passes to Hauser. Nice ball movement by Boston. White with it. Guarded now by Jackson. The shot by Williams, no good. Memphis trailing here. Outside, Dane. Pass to Morant. Picked by Clark. Morant reaches to Clark. Headshot off. Good work defensively by Horford. Tatum on the wing. Guarded by Morant. White. Good.
That's his 2nd triple of the game. Hadn't hit any in the first half. Maybe they made an adjustment at the break.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill. Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
It's a tight contest. Those type of plays can fire up your team and swing momentum.
And the Celtics with possession here, following the score by Memphis. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And guys, don't think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
Jackson a screen on White. Morant passes to Jackson. And it's sent back by Horford. And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here. Bane kicks to Morant. Clock at 4. To tie it up. And that one drops. Morant's got 4 this quarter.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games.
What an athletic move by Tatum. Going up like nothing could stop him.
Bane finds Clark. Back to Bane. Horford with the rebound. Boston has gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. The feed to White. Williams against Clark. Williams passes to White. Count it. And now a 4-point Celtic lead.
Talk about making halftime adjustments. You love what they're doing with him now offensively.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. One of the stories here, Jason Tatum getting it done today.
I mean, the ridiculous production from beyond the arc. They have to find a way to cool him down.
All right, give it up for Celtics Entertainment.
With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Taylor Jenkins just reviewed his plan with his team. He told them you can do a lot of great things out there and still lose if you don't take care of the boards. I want to see more effort, gang rebounding, everyone involved. That was his only focus. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Morant finds Jackson. Wants to get it to Bane, and does. Clark up top. He's guarded by Williams. Now here's Morant for 3. And the Grizzlies get it back. And that one, good.
Boy, this is what a diverse skill set buys you. Jackson with so many options after corralling the miss.
White the pass to Tatum. To Hauser, lets it go with a 3. They grab their own miss. Williams dishes to Tatum, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. And that's now 21 points for Jason Tatum.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
White against Clark. Morant passes to Clark. Bane inside the three-point line. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
Beautiful mechanics from Desmond Bane. Doesn't need much time to get his shot off.
And White kicks to Tatum. Off target from three-point range.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here's Morant. The pass to Jackson. Now here's Bane. Sinks the triple. And the Grizzlies lead by 1.
What a dangerous player to have in the backcourt. When Bane gets this hot, he will tear a defense apart.
The Celtics working the ball around now. Right the pass to Tatum. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Hauser for 3. Grizzlies with the rebound. Baines got rebound number 5 here tonight. Clark finds Brooks. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
What I like about Dillon is that he takes command when it's needed.
Hauser the pass to Tatum. Horford with it. Guarded by Jackson. Picked him clean. And they're on the break. Over Horford. Jackson misses. Celtics trail by 3. Tatum kicks to White. Back to Tatum. And they get it. A shot off that time. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Now Morant. Passes it to Clark. Now Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. A 3 from Morant. And Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got rebound number 8 now on the night. It's White on the wing. In the corner, Horford with it. Back to White. There's the pick. Boston again missing. Memphis leading by 3. Here's Morant. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
An exciting player with a bright future. Morant knows he has to come up big when needed.
In a moment now, to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Memphis.
For me, consistent penetration the entire game. And that's given them a lot of options.
And also, got to be impressed with their interior play, getting in the paint and figuring out ways to score.
He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
The confidence Morant has in himself is impressive. He brushes pressure off like it's nothing.
And so both free throws are good, and it's a 5-point game.
Nice job extending the lead and making this a 2-possession game now.
Tatum against Brooks. Tatum passes to Hauser. Horford against Jackson. Pass to White. Trying to end the drought. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got 13 rebounds in the game. Conceded. And that one's good. Morant's got 8 points here in this quarter.
It breaks down your defense when Ja Morant gets in the lane. You want to force him outside.
Tatum. It's in! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And let's give some credit to Tatum. Doesn't crack when the pressure's on. He just seems to embrace the moment.
In the corner, it's Bane. Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
And he's doing it by getting to his spots and making big shots.
Now a timeout called by Boston. They trail by 8. 50 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Morant against White. Here's Tatum. Out to White. Fires from deep. He can't get it to go.
Trying to shoot himself out of his slump, and it's not going well.
Clark dishes to Morant. Back to Clark. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
And Greg, it looks like time is going to run out on him here.
Yeah, I mean, unless they come up with an absolute miracle.
Morant outside. So the Grizzlies take the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And now let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline for our player of the game. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Ja. A lot of swag on this team tonight. Who's responsible for that confidence?
I feel like we all talk to each other, even the coaching staff. Coach let us play with a lot of freedom. Everybody have the green light, so I mean, there's no reason to lack confidence when you have a coach who believes in you every step of the way and just let you go out there and play your game. So we always just preach, keep shooting, make or miss, and we behind you. So
you all look like a confident bunch, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
All right, David. Great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Steve Smith, Craig Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. Now, let's check out our New Balance player of the game, Ja Morant.